The Toronto Police Services Board met today to discuss reform and implementing anti-racism measures, including putting together a community-based advisory group to help police determine what to do with race-based data. However, many who have been pushing for change aren't convinced it's going to make a difference. The collection of race-based data is one way Toronto police say reform is in the works. With that, a new strategy, including putting together a new community advisory panel, has been introduced. Getting people to have faith in that process, though, isn't an easy task.
I'm skeptical at the assumption or the presupposition behind the fact that we'll collect more data and then we'll do a lot better. We just haven't seen that, right? And so I think that's where my skepticism comes from.
Toronto police have so far gathered feedback from 30 community organizations in different areas of the city, and a common theme surrounding the collection of race-based data emerged.
If people are saying, we're willing to give you our data and information, but we expect that you're going to respect our voice in the process and listen to us and engage with us and involve us in the process as well as we work together, I think we really need to honor that.
With the message of the Black Lives Matter movement being amplified, along with calls to defund or reform police forces both here in Toronto and across North America, the pressure for something significant to be done mounts.
The whole project, if I can call it that, the whole initiative is founded on respect, is founded on inclusion, and is founded on dialogue and on a continuous basis.
From the start of 2020, police in Ontario have had to report on a person's ethnicity in cases where there's been use of force, but it's based on an officer's perception of race. One of the suggestions from this report is to collect self-reported race and identity-based data and to work with the affected communities in making it happen.
We need to sit down and have a honest communication. I've sat in panels, I've sat in meetings before, and it kind of always go one-sided. So now we have to broaden the dynamics of the people that are participating.
The new advisory group for race-based data collection will be made up of 12 people who police say will represent Toronto's Black, racialized, and Indigenous communities.
If folks do wish to participate, they might want to question whether they're resisting policing or more entrenched policing in our communities, or are they being a handmaiden or an accomplice to policing? And I know that's probably a little bit provocative, but I say that meaningfully to believe that I think the only thing we can do as community members and community coalitions and parts like Jane Finch Action Against Poverty, JFAP, which we work against over-policing and Jane and Finch, is to withhold our participation.
Not only is there a group that's going to be dedicated to the race-based data collection, there's also an advisory group in terms of the recommendations that have been put forth to help with anti-racism within the police service. They do, however, they have also set up an online section on their website to help people follow along and determine whether or not those recommendations are being followed through on.